Well, it's day 4 of World Swiss Stage with coverage brought to you by you. I'm joined right now by Nisqy after his match against NRG. So, Nisqy, I know just a bruiser of a game, back and forth a ton. What do you think of NRG following that match?
I think they showed a face today that I didn't expect. I think the champs they picked and the way they played felt not like what we expected from them. But in the end, I think they're a team that just lives by playing as five and doing everything together. And I think that's why they won today. I felt like today we were once again not playing as five and they played as five. So I think that's what made the difference. Yeah.
Do you think that was sort of just a one-off for you guys, or is that an issue you've had in scrims and worlds elsewhere?
I think it's an issue that's been recurring a decent amount at this point. I think even though today we could have won, I feel like we didn't even necessarily deserve. I'm not gonna say a chance to win, but I feel like after the early game and the way we played, I feel like it was not good, and I feel like they were just better, so they deserved the win today. Yeah.
I do really want to get your opinion on Palafox because he's been a player that a lot of people have been talking about over the course of this event for North America. So yeah, what's your take on him as a mid laner?
I think he's pretty good. I think he actually improved a lot since my C9 days.
Yeah, I was going to ask. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in C9 Academy back then. I think he improved a ton, and I'm happy to see that an NA mid can perform like this in international event, and I hope he goes as far as he can. And yeah, for me, it was kind of, I won't say an honor to play against him, but it was kind of funny because he was in academy, I was in main team, so like we exchanged a lot back then, and yeah, I think he's doing pretty good.
Did you get a chance to talk to him anything beforehand or during the event at all?
No, not really.
Well, I also want to ask you about the chances, which I think are pretty high, that TL beats GAM, and then you guys just face all 3 North American teams. Is that something that would be fun for you? What do you think of it?
At this point, I think I would rather have the best LCK and LPL team than NA because we're 0-2 against NA. I don't think Matt has ever beaten an NA team before, so maybe we need to play LCK or LPL or EU, I guess. Sure. But yeah, I feel like our record against NA is not standing too good.
Any idea why that is? Is it an ego thing, or are you guys like, these guys are garbage, we should be able to beat them, or what's happening?
I have no clue, to be fair. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. You play to the level of your opponents, and LCS is so down there that they just drag you down with them. All right. So other than that, how's the rest of the event been for you? Anything that's been fun or interesting outside of the games?
Not necessarily. I think our bootcamp was pretty good before the event, at least for me. I feel like meeting a lot of people. Of course, in the place where we are, seeing sometimes I take elevator and I see Faker in there. It's still crazy, even though it happened like maybe 4 or 5 times, or like it happens a lot, every single year. But it's still crazy for me. And yeah, I was meeting old friends, C9, Sven, Jack, Blabber, all that. I think it's always nice to link up with international friends.
Dude, I feel like Faker spends all his time in the elevator because everyone sees Faker in the elevator. At MSI, I remember coming out my room and going, and like the door was closing, and I like went and grabbed it and put my hand in there, and Faker's the only guy that's in there, and he just goes hello, and I swear that man lives in the elevator because everybody sees him there. So it's been fun for you to see everybody here. What about the meta? Is it evolving in any interesting ways over the course of Worlds? Because I feel like people haven't been talking about it as much as I sometimes hear people talk about like the evolution of it,
Yeah, I would say at least on mid, I think Silas and Akali are coming back, I guess. I think these are the 2 champs that we didn't see at all, and now we're starting to see, and will probably get picked up a lot, I would say, in the next few games. And then except that, I would say for mid, top, and every single role is kind of the same. Zaya, Oriana, Jace, Maokai, all that stuff is similar, and I hope that it evolves to carry junglers soon, like Lee Sin maybe. We saw a bit of Wukong as well, for example, from I think it was JDG. Yeah. So I think that's more fun than the Maokai Sejuani trades, but yeah.
Are you enjoying the World's meta?
Yeah, I think this meta, I feel like you can kind of play anything. I still feel like there is a stable meta where you pick tanky jungler, you pick some poke or some carry like Azir or not, and that seems to be the meta. But some teams like Genji are playing like Aatrox Akali and just going in. So I think it just depends from team to team. But I feel like you can kind of play everything, which is nice, I would say, because every single team has their own style. Like I'm just thinking of BDS, for example, like their Garen top or whatnot. So yeah, I've liked the meta so far.
One last kind of unfun question. How do you deal with the sort of like, oh no, Mad is at an international event stuff? Because I mean, I even hear the casters chime in on it, and like everybody just goes like, oh, Mad at Worlds or Mad at MSI. Are you able to tune that out, or is it something that the team like acknowledges and discusses? How does that go down?
Not really. I mean, for me, I don't really care much. I would say for me, as long as I perform my best and I try my best, that's what matters. I don't care if we're getting memed and whatnot. I think it's just mostly fun. I mean, I find it hilarious that we haven't beaten an NA team since a few years now. I think we've never beaten one, so that's kind of funny, But it kind of becomes sad soon. It will become sad soon once you realize that we lost twice to NA. And yeah, for me, as long as I give my best and I feel like I did what I could in the games, that's what matters. Win or lose, at the end, I would say it's a team game. So I probably, how do I say this? I think if you think of that as in like, oh, like we're mad, so we won't beat NA, then I think there's stuff in your brain going on that you don't want during a game. So for me, I just do my best, and if you win or lose, happens.
Very good. Anything you want to say to any of the fans out there?
I mean, thank you for supporting us. I know it's been rough. First day we lose badly, second day we beat BDS, and then third day we lose to NA. So I don't know what's going on with us. But yeah, keep supporting us, and yeah, thank you for everything.
Thank you for the interview. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things Worlds right here on my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching that interview. Fudge is walking in right now, so I got to interview him instead of this outro. But the video is brought to you by you. I'm trying to tell them that they should support me because I
support Travis Gafford.
Yeah, because I don't have a sponsor for this one. So
this is my 6th interviewer of the day.
Jesus,
we're going hard in the content zone.
Yeah, I mean that's what you got to do.
That's what you got to do.
That's what I'm doing.
Save North America.
There's a link in the description if you want to support the channel. There's a bunch of different ways to do so.
You have to support the channel.
You don't have to. If you're not financially capable of doing that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.